new idea of site, because earlier I was thinking site was only like site specific, somewhere near river, somewhere at market. So site is something site, like so typical idea. But in here I learned, okay, site is not something only outside. Site can be anything which has a memory, a history. So we have, apart from the white cube gallery, anything can be a site. A wall can also be a site, a corner, a home.
Can you zoom it a little bit? Yeah.
One thing that was very interesting in the module was Peter's exercise of just describing things. And because often I think we jump immediately into interpretation. And even in terms of like going through a site, if you already jump like 5 steps ahead and do interpretation, it might, it was an interesting exercise to even go into the market and just think of it very simply and sensorially of what you were seeing.
You told a story. This was a plant, it was in a pot, it has been cut, it has been taken out, put on the table, and now it regrows. Perfectly right. But I could also go and say, oh, I see like a chunk of, like earth, and I see some wood coming out of it, and I see some plants growing here, and then I see like a shell here. Like playing dumb in a way.
In the beginning, when I was in Shantiniketan, so I thought Delhi is really totally different from Shantiniketan environment. So I always was curious how I will engage with the city, and I started observing how plants are growing in the city, around the city, and even in the top of the architecture. So it was quite interesting for me. There are plants, but somehow I feel like they are growing, they are adjusting somewhere.
बचपन में मुझे याद है कि जब पौधे के 2 पत्ते निकलते थे तो मैं पहचान जाता था किस चीज़ का पौधा है। तो अभी भी वो चीज़ें वो मेमोरी है मेरा, और मैं बहुत सारे स्पेस में जाता था तो देखता था क्या पौधे हैं और किस चीज़ की पौधे हैं। तो उस तरीके से उन चीज़ों को मैं ऑब्जर्व करता था, और उसको लेकर मैं यहाँ भी कुछ सोच रहा था करने के लिए। और इस स्पेस में भी जैसे ये अंदर बेसमेंट है, जैसे इसके आगे पेड़े हैं, अगर ये सब ऐसा नहीं होता तो इसके अंदर जड़ें होती। अगर ये बेसमेंट नहीं बना होता तो उन पेड़ों की जड़ इसके अंदर घुसी हुई होती है, ऐसा स्पेस। तो उस तरीके से भी मैं कुछ सोच रहा था इस स्पेस को लेकर।
Student, for that matter, has brought in their own understanding of or interpretations of site, and primarily I think most of them are seeing the site as a political idea and responding to it from that point. And that has been very interesting to engage with, and also to parallelly work with them and trying to understand how they're actually unpacking the idea of site.
What you can actually do if you're thinking about this idea of the site as your own self is you walking through a place like Kotla as something that you manifest in your performance. All the excesses, the stairs, whatever is going on with you. The site is also always internal, I feel, somewhere.
This course, when I was thinking of this course more as this different way of engaging with the site, and not just whether it is through research or whether it is through bringing in your own personality, and then how you sort of work or explore a certain situation and then rediscover yourself.
जैसा कि मैंने पहले कहा कि मैंने स्टेप्स काउंट किए पर धीरे धीरे वो शायद इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं लग रहा। अभी प्रोसेस काफी मैकेनिकल हो गया है।
One of the fields that I think needs to be addressed, especially with beginners, in my opinion, is that it is not so much the result, at least in the beginning of your studies, that should be your focus, but you should really appreciate every moment while you're working. And even the things that go wrong can, in retrospect, can be a very beautiful thing, because at the moment maybe you were not really able to judge